Hey guys, this is Hetu and welcome back to ETL Labs. So guys, today we will be taking up one of the very long outstanding query from many of you, which is about set operators in SQL, right? So set operators in SQL, right? So what we will do is we will first try to understand what is set operator, right? Very briefly, and then after that we will go and see from the SQL point of view what it means basically, right? So we'll be covering it mostly from the Oracle standpoint, but if time permits, I can actually just tell you how to handle. There are two basically two different set operators. Like out of four, there are two which do not have the direct keyword that you can use in MySQL, right? So that's how we will see that if that time permits. But first, let's try to understand what is set operators first, right? So we all might have learned in mathematics, right? In 10th grade or ninth grade, some set theory, isn't it? Set theory. And this is exactly the same thing that we are actually applying in SQL world as well, right? In database, right? So we have got how many in set theory? We have got three mostly, right? I think one is union, and then we had intersection, right? Intersection, and the last one was I think difference, correct? Exactly. So difference. So there were three basically. Now we have exactly three here as well, right? We exactly have three in SQL as well. So in SQL, I can just tell you these are mathematics, right? These are SQL. So corresponding to this actually, right? So corresponding to union, we have one is union and another one is union all. All right, union all. For intersection, we have called something called intersect. All right, same thing. Difference, we have something called minus, minus operator. Or in so this minus is basically in Oracle database, right? But if you see, I think SQL Server, if I'm not wrong, SQL Server, we are we are calling it except. All right. But in if you go to handle this this thing, right, in MySQL, right, MySQL, then we don't have any operators, something like this, ready-made operators. Basically, we have to use some other way of handling, maybe joins, etc. But we'll see that how it is, right? But mostly we have something four basically, four kind of four different operators. One is union, union all, which is basically coming from union only, equivalent to mathematics, maths theory, and the intersection. The relevant for SQL is the intersect, and then difference, for difference we have minus or except. Correct? And both are the same thing, right? Again, database to database different. That's it. Now, what we will do is let's try to understand with example of a Venn diagram, right? Quickly, we will understand what exactly it means. All of them, what it means, right? So we'll take this example first, okay? So let's say I have a set A, which is having, let's say, 1, 2, 3, and 4 value, okay? And B is having how many? Let's say 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, these are the values that I have. If I say union, right, the first one, if I say union, what it means basically, right? It means simply, let's say I am just making this Venn diagram, and which is kind of like this. Why this common? Because I have 3 and 4 here, no? 3 and 4 here, right? Here 1 and 2, correct? 3, 4. Now this is actually A and this is B, and this is the overlapping, correct? Overlapping between A and B. Now in this one 5 and 6, these are separate one, they are separate one, 1 2, but 3 and 4 are common. In this case, if I say union, then I will be exactly getting answer, uh, output for this will be 1 2 3 4. Okay, this will be counting only once, counted 1 2 from here, and from here also we will count 3 and 4. Sorry guys, one second. Yeah, and from here it will be 5 and 6. All right. So we got this as a single point of time. The moment I talk about union all, right? Union all, union all, no? So this will be actually behaving like this. Let's say I have this one, this one, 1 2 here, and here 3 4 from A also, and 3 4 from B also, correct? So this will be 2 times 3 4 3 4 basically, and 5 6. Now if you see that output, how it will look like, it will be looking like 1 2 from here, and from common area 3 4 2 times, actually 3 4 and 3 4, 1 3 4 from here and 1 3 4 from here basically, because I'm saying union all is making sense. I am not going to, I am actually counting everything, which means here be discounted just duplicate only once, right? But here the duplicates also we are counting twice only, okay? And 5 6, this is only difference, right? So this is very important famous interview question also, what is difference between union and union all. So you should be knowing that in union all we actually, as it is, we copy, we actually take the subset, the set of elements from A are the output from query A and output of the query fee. We do not bother about the duplication, so duplication also will come actually, right? But in union we actually take the duplicate only once basically. Yeah, all right, hopefully it is making sense. We are actually trying to understand it, right, from this, and after that we will be running query as well, right, in SQL, and then we'll see that. Now third one is basically the minus one, right? That's what we, sorry, not minus, we discussed about intersection, right? So intersect. All right. So what we say intersect. Intersect is, let's try to understand here, guys. Okay. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intersect is what? This area is only the common. So intersect means only common. Actually, in this case, it will be 3 and 4. Correct? Because these are the only thing, right? So output will be 3, 4. Very simple, right? Now, I'll talk about something minus now. Okay, fourth one is minus, and what it means is basically, uh, let's say I have this again, A, B, 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Now if I say A minus B, what it means is I'll be taking all the elements from A basically, right? In this case 1 2 3 and 4. Now I'll take everything from here. It's very, very simple. I'll tell you what exactly it is, I will be taking only this part. Let me just tell you. Okay. I'll be just taking this part only. This part only is my A minus B. Right? Because when I say A minus B, my A is, let's say, this much total. No? But I'm subtracting B. So this part is also gone. No? This part is gone because this is part of B. So out of this part is gone actually. So that's why I'm getting minus 1, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I say like this, so 1, 2 is the answer basically in this case. Correct? If I say similarly B minus A, in that case what will happen? Basically I'll be getting only this part of area, which means actually 5 to 6. Actually if I say B minus A. Correct? This is exactly the meaning of the minus. Okay? Sorry. All right. Now let's quickly go to Oracle, and we'll try to run this query. All right. Now what we will do here is we'll try to. I have already two. I've created. Let me show you the tables. Right. So I have one table called department table, and another table is department dot copy table. If you see the data wise, there are two query, because see in SQL actually we have to have the two queries or more than two queries, separate queries, then only we can apply, right? Here in mathematics we have the set, right? Similarly set is what? Basically the set of rows, right, in this case. So here, like, we are actually combining more than two queries, right? And we will see that what is the different conditions, etc. But let's try to understand first basically how it works, right? And later we will see the, is there any condition whether we can actually run the is there anything specific rule set for set operators and all, we will look at later. But first let's see. So if I want to just run um, query A, okay, for example, let's say I want to run this query. This is going to give me what? It is going to be 10 to 60. So these all of them. And then department underscore copy is having only 10, 20 to 40. So this much only, right? Here we have extra two row, right? Now if I say union, if I can just say union and I say select star from DEPT underscore copy, what I will get, I'll exactly not getting the duplicate, isn't it? Here union means I'll just remove the duplicate. But this duplicate, this all this data is duplicate because this is already present in department table. So department copy table, all this data 10 to 40 is already available. So that's why I'll get only 6 rows, which is basically from the original table itself, right? But now if I can just say simply union all here, correct? In that case, how many I'll get? I'll be getting 6 from there, and then again repeating 10 to 40 from the copy table as well. So this query will give me 6 records, and this query will be giving me what? Giving me 4 records, which means 10 records. I'll be getting 10 records because duplicate also will come. See, this is from the first query, department tables, and this one is from the again from the second query, copy table, right? But they are, if you see that, they are actually duplicate, exactly duplicate, 10, 20, 30, 40, and accounting, every, all the columns are actually duplicate if you look at it, right? But we still got because we said union all. Yeah, got it. Now let's try to run simple query, guys. I'll just run here my intersection. So in intersection, what I should be getting? I should be only getting which is intersect. Correct. I should be only getting which are common in both. So which are common? Basically 1 to 40, right? 10 to 40 are the common, isn't it? 10. So because both of them are there in the department. In department table I have 10 to 60, right? And in department copy I have 10 to 40. So which means 10 to 40 is common in both of the tables. So that's why I got the only common. Now let me run the same thing, guys. I just don't want to write it. I can just use the arrow to get the query. Now I'll just modify this query. I'll say minus. Now what I'm doing carefully, I am actually subtracting from 6 records to 4 records. So, and the 4 records are actually common, right? So in that case, what will happen? It will actually give me 2 records only. Let me try to run. See, 50 and 60, correct? Why 50 and 60? Because in these are the only 50 and 60 which are not available in department copy because department copy is having 10 to 40 only, correct? That's why not able to subtract it. Now can I just run it other way around? Department underscore copy, first I will say, like, I have only 4 records here, no, and I have 10 records here, basically 6 records in department table. Now in this case I should be getting 0 because there is nothing else more records in department copy which is not there here. So that's why everything, this is basically a superset, no, that's why it is subtracting everything, correct? Hopefully you got this answer, right? So this is actually all about kind of set operators. I really hope that this is helpful, and do let me know if you have any question, right? And for example, okay, let me do one thing, guys. Okay, so let me quickly in 1 or 2 minutes, let me show you. This is basically Oracle, right? Let me show you in MySQL how do we handle it, right? I have some data here. Let me show you. I have some employee two data, for example. Let's see. I have some data. Okay, 1 to how many? 1 to 8. Okay, in employee 2. I have another employee table as well, I guess. Okay, let me show you. Do we have employee table or employee 1 table maybe? Let's see. Employee 1 table where I have 5 to 8 basically, right? So these are basically only few data, and in employee 2 I have more data, basically 1 to 8, but here in employee 1 I have only 5 to 8, which means employee 2. So what if I say so union, right? If I say union, if I just run union here, guys, it will be actually showing me 1 to 8. It will be showing me 1 to 8 only. See, 1 to 8 only. Correct? Got it? Now, if I say all, I'll be getting repeated again, right? So 1 to 8, and then from 5 to again what? 1 to 8 and then 5 to 8 again, right? So this is, there is no difference between Oracle and for union, no, there is no difference in Oracle and MySQL, right? Now the difference is, the moment I say minus, this keyword is not recognized. This is not available in MySQL. Even except is not available here. That's what I was telling you, right? Except is also not there. So okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to intersection first. So after union, let's say intersect. Intersection is also not available. This is the something that is there, right? So what exactly we want to do is, we want to actually handle this in different way. Now what I want to do, I want to get the records. For example, 5 to 8 is the common into both the tables, correct? No, 5 to 8 is common into both the tables. So can I do one thing? Can I just simply use inner query, isn't it? If I use the inner query, uh, inner join basically, correct? Inner join, if I just use it, then I am actually done, correct? Basically inner join will, what it will do, it will actually return me only matching uh, data from the table, correct? No, so can I do something like this? Can I say here, instead of that, no, I want 5 to 8 exactly, so I will say from employee to, inner join, correct? No, inner join, what, employee 1, correct, employee 1, and on, I will just say on, I'll just say employee 2 dot employee, what is that, employee ID maybe, yes, correct, and employee 1 dot employee ID. I'm just joining, guys, based on the employee ID, okay. It will actually give me all the matching between those two tables, and which will be 5 to 8. You see, exactly this is the result that I should be getting if I am using, if I am going to use the intersect operator, right? So this is the way actually you can use in MySQL, because there is no intersection set operator here, right? Now second one is minus. We discussed about minus, no? So this is basically for this, and minus, in minus what I said, if I have more records, so I will be only getting the, mm, the extra record which is from my query 1, and which is common in query 2, that will be subtracted, right? That's what we understood, correct? Like here what we discussed, no, this one. So if I have A here, no, 1 2 3 4, so this part itself also will go actually. So I'll say 1 2 3 4 is there, and 3 4 is common, that will also be subtracted. So this part actually 1 2 I should be getting, correct? This is what actually A minus B. So let's try to see. So what exactly we can do is, we can say something like this. What I want is, now here I want, let's run it like this. From employee 2, employee 2 is having 1 to 8, right? I want to subtract 5 to 8 from 1 to 8, then how many I should be getting? 1 to 4 actually I should be getting. Let's see if I get 1 to 4 actually. So for this I will say employee where, what is this, employee ID not in, I will say use like this, okay. Select employee ID from employee, what is this, employee 1, no, okay, employee 1. Okay, let's run that, guys. You see, 1 to 4 I got it. This is the exact thing I wanted to, I will be getting if I say select star from employee 2 minus select star from employee 1. Exactly I should be getting. This is very equivalent to this basically. This is equivalent to, I'll show you here, minus, if I can, somehow if I can run it actually now. In Oracle we can do, right? And our MySQL we can use except, but here we can. This is exactly, this one is basically supported in other minus query, but here it is not supported, so we can actually use something like this basically, not in. Okay, it is exactly the same answer it is going to give you, correct? So that's why I just wanted to make okay, and this one, no, okay, and this one I can say or, okay, or I will say here, here I will say Uh, what is this, guys? Intersect. Something like this, guys. Okay. Okay. All right. So this query is basically, you can see that, right? So this is for the intersection equivalent. This is how we can write, right? This is the query, and this query, no, this query is for the minus equivalent. Okay, hopefully this is making sense. And I try to clear everything. Oh, I think one more thing quickly. I have prepared some documents, guys, so let's go quickly and I'll just show you, maybe it can be helpful, right? So this is nothing different, we already discussed. Only thing is the rule for the set operator, right? So number of columns used in first query should be exactly the same as second query. If you are saying just select star, na, in that case both the number of columns should be same actually, right? If you are not selecting any particular column, in that case we have to use the you need to have the same number of columns, right? Second one, data type of the columns used in both the queries should also be same basically. These are the rules basically, right? Set operators does not accept aggregate function, and set operator cannot be used in subquery or nested subquery. So these are the four different rules that you need to remember. Other than there is nothing else. I think it is already we discussed already. So this is the thing that I wanted to tell you about the rules of the set operators, right? All right, guys. So this is what I wanted to, help you with, understanding, and I really hope that this can give you good understanding to you. And in next interview, hopefully you can answer all the questions related to set theory or set operators in SQL, right? So that's all for this video. I'll see you soon with the next video. Bye.